Okay folks, Mick Tanner again, Findlay Honda Northwest. I wanted to talk to you about a new product we have. There are 6 sensing programs that are involved in the car now. Basically items like forward collision warning, collision braking mitigation, lane keeping assist, lane keeping warnings, different items that help you stay on the road and let you know if you're drifting. They're controlled on the steering wheel here, and there are controls down here on the dash here. The one on your left has dotted lines and a car crossing the line, so when this is on, this is your lane keeping assist basically. So if you're somebody who doesn't use your turn signal on a religious basis, this is going to beep at you. So if the beeping annoys you, you can turn this and the alarm will be off.
Most people in Las Vegas.
Which is most people in Vegas, I know. Anyway, when this is on, now that the lane keeping assist is on, down here you have vehicle stability assist, this squiggly car sign with off. So when you touch that, and if you look at the dash while I touch and hold this, you'll hold the button for a count of 2 and it'll come on like that. Traction control, stuck vehicle mode. Notice the orange light. By touching this and holding it for 2, we've turned the system off. By touching and holding it for a count of 2, we've turned it back on. Let me give you an example of how that would work. If you had traction control on and you went onto a slippery surface, say rocks and gravel and junk on a turn onto a freeway for instance, and the tail end danced out sideways to the left, the inside right rear brake would hit to bring you back straight. If you went to the right, the inside left rear brake would hit to bring you straight. The system works automatically when it's enabled. So if we went to, say, the Grand Canyon and we went up to the Sky Bridge where the Indian Glass Bridge is overlooking the canyon, and you go from this nice smooth paved road and suddenly you're onto the gravel road and it's shaking like this, you reach down and you touch this for a count of 2, that shuts that system off. Traction control mode's now off. So what's happening is you're on those rocks, the system is tricking the system itself into thinking it's slipping, so the rocks are making it go on and off repeatedly. So possibly hundreds of times a minute the brakes are going on and off, trying to overcome that sense slippage, costing yourself brakes overheating, gas mileage, and the system's overworking itself. So that would be a reason to shut it off. So once you get to the Grand Canyon Sky Bridge and you get out and go take a view and come back, when you get back into the car, instead of worrying about having to turn everything on and off, when you turn the car off and you get back in the car and turn it back on, that system will automatically be back on. The Department of Transportation and the National Highway Transportation Safety Board will not allow you to defeat this system. They will only allow you to turn it off temporarily. Now along the same vein, we have down here collision braking mitigation. That's this button down here that you can see where I'm pointing. The little star with the off on it. That's also going to show up on the dash when we hold it like this. Collision mitigation is off. Hold it again for a count of 2 or 3 and it's going to be back on. Now that these 2 systems are on, they're controlled in this area here. So when you push the main button, that brings on the green LKAS and adaptive cruise control. These are the systems we're working with here, and this is how we enable them here. So when you touch this button, see what comes up on the right side of the screen? Those dashes are the lines in the roadway. And then the next button to the right here, come down here if you would there, see there? Touch that and then come back up. And see the bars that show up in there? So if you watch the bars while I touch this, I can adjust the follow-on distance of the collision braking mitigation here. Now to discuss this, what the lines on the right and left do, that keeps you in your traffic lanes like this. And in using this system as you're driving down the road, it'll literally keep you dead center down the road, and you'll feel the steering wheel make corrections for you as you're in the lane. If you're getting too close with this system here, say you're following a semi-truck at 6 or 7 car lengths, the brakes will be hit or the gas will be hit to keep you basically in that distance. The reason I explain this way is just in case you have 7 car lengths between you and that car in front of you. Say suddenly a sports car jumps in and takes your space, you're going to get a false warning that you're too close because that person's now making the system think you're too close. The system's defeatable just by turning the main off like this. You still have in this system your cruise control here to set and resume and cancel. And that's the basic on this system here.